For the XFL athlete, the media has not been kind. Critics consider them journeymen, players not quite ready for prime time. But to look with objective eyes is to see a profound truth. Watch and you will see men of passion and fortitude. Players with heart. Athletes who give a little more because life has given them a little less. This is a league of men who refuse to abandon the dream. Athletes who get beaten but do not stay down. Courageous warriors knocked unconscious only to return and triumph once again. Why do we watch? Because we see in them the hero in us. Men who conquer adversity and defy limitations. Why do they play? Because despite the pain, the sacrifice, the scorn, they simply love the game. And like any true believer, they still haven't forgotten the dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the Las Vegas Outlaws.
Sam Boyd Stadium in Las Vegas. Week 7 of the XFL featuring the visiting Birmingham Bolts against the host Las Vegas Outlaws. The Eastern Division in the XFL, the Orlando Rage, the only unbeaten club in the league at 6-0. It's tied after that with Birmingham and New York at 2-4, tied for second, looking for playoff spots. In the West, Los Angeles on top by just a game in a very crowded field featuring Vegas, San Francisco, and Memphis in a three-way tie for second. As you've come to expect, each XFL contest starts with a scramble for the football to decide possession. It's Toya Jones, 2-2 as a scrambler for the visiting Birmingham Bolts.
Okay, gentlemen.
A first-time scrambler on the field for Vegas, Corey Nelson.
The scramble roll, we're going to start at the 30-yard line. When I ask you to go down in a three-point stance, one arm's length away from me, I will then blow the whistle. Ready?
Looked like Corey Nelson got off to a quick start. The ball squirts away. It's like a wet duck. And it's the first-time scrambler, Corey Blackwell, who jumps on it. There was a late change by Coach Jim Criner, and Corey Blackwell, in his first scramble, is a winner to give Vegas possession. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to Las Vegas. Tonight, Week 7 of the XFL. 4 regular season weeks left, including this weekend, getting down to crunch time. And tonight, we've got two teams very much at a crossroads. Birmingham at 2-4, yet still alive for postseason competition, as you saw a moment ago. And Vegas coming off back-to-back losses at 3-3. They're in a crowded field out west. Head coach Jim Criner is a guy very much in need of a win tonight, and a guy who has been unhappy with inconsistency at quarterback. He likes to shake things up. More on that a little later on. And as we welcome Jesse Ventura to the telecast, Jesse, a win tonight cures all for Vegas.
Winning always cures everything, Matt, and I'll tell you what it is. Las Vegas has a terrific defense. One of the top in the XFL, a great front four, very active linebackers led by Kurt Cavea, and then, of course, they're going after a quarterback at at Birmingham, who's essentially a rookie. Jay Barker, he hasn't been tested under fire. Rest assured, the Vegas defense is going to test him.
Yeah, Jay Barker instead of Casey Weldon. It gives the Birmingham offense a different look. The Vegas offense has a different look tonight as well. The He Hate Me offense has been overhauled a little bit as we welcome Mike Adamle to the telecast. He Hate Me, Rod Smart on the shelf.
Yeah, he'd be hurt tonight. Rod out with a sprained right knee, and he's going to be a huge loss. Rod has accounted for 40% of the Outlaws offense this year, 53% of the touches. He'll be replaced tonight by running backs Ben Snell and Chris Chikuma. They're good hard runners, they're decent receivers, but they lack Rod Smart's versatility. Someone's going to have to pick up the slack.
Well, Smart's not out there because of an injury situation. We talked about Jim Criner shaking things up tonight. He's made another change, a surprising one on the defensive side of the ball. He's not starting their defensive leader, Brandon Sanders. Sanders had a rough week last week in Orlando. A PI call here, a crucial one. And then he was burned on a PAT later on. It was a rough week for Sanders.
Oh, man, I don't know how much you guys paid that dude to make that call. But, you know, they got me on the fade. That's cool. They got one. But let me see number 81 come around my way one more time.
Now, Coach Jim Criner has said that Brandon Sanders has heavy legs after 6 regular season weeks. Could it be perhaps that he's trying to send a message to his defense?
Well, Matt, it's really a highway or a my way theory. And if you're a player, it really hurts. A player, I remember I was with the Chiefs. Hank Stram sent me down on the bench, said, if you can't do the job, Mike, I'm going to put somebody in there who can. And a player has 2 options. He can sit around and mope, or he can do something about it. And I think Brandon Sanders is going to do something about it.
Well, the first thing, I never thought Hank Stram was that good a coach anyway. How could anybody set down Mike Adamle? But, Mike, you're absolutely right. He's got to shake the defense up. He's got to make these guys want to play. We're going to see plenty of Brandon Sanders before the night's over.
Well, what does Brandon Sanders himself think of all this? He's with our own Fred Rogan now. Freddie.
Coach Criner has sent a message. He was not pleased with the defense. You seem to be the one receiving the message. You're the one not starting tonight. How do you feel about that?
Underdig this, we took that personal last week and the week before that, and it's time for us to go out there and show these fans. We need y'all behind us, fans, and do what we need to do. Underdig that.
I dig.
Make one good.
Well, Jim Criner and Jerry DiNardo, both couple of coaches really in need of a win tonight. Jerry DiNardo's team has dropped 3 in a row. We talked about Vegas losing 2 in a row earlier. And this week, indeed, could tell the rest of the story this season for both Birmingham and Vegas and their postseason chances in year 1 of the XFL. Brad Palazzo on to kick to start it out. It's a squiver taken by Jason Kaiser on a couple of hops. Avoids one of his own men and is finally dropped at the 24-yard line. That's where Las Vegas will take over. We talked about how Coach Criner was unhappy with inconsistency at the quarterback position, and the guy who manned that spot last week, making his first start since week 2, Ryan Clement. Clement was knocked out of week 2. A separated shoulder after being crushed by Shante Carver of the Memphis Maniacs.
Going to start things off with a play-action pass here, Matt.
Playing with a bad shoulder, playing with a broken finger on his non-throwing hand, and he gets dropped by Quentin Reese in his first play from scrimmage.
And here comes the Birmingham defense. And, statistically, the Las Vegas offense is last in passing and last in total offense in the XFL. So Birmingham's defense has a chance to shine tonight.
Come on, Mike.
Solo right, Z-fly, 4 reach on 2.
Right.
Jim Criner has told us before that Ryan Clement is a slow starter. They like to design short screen passes and running plays to get him going early.
Z receiver Mike Fleury in motion there.
That's Ben Snell, the guy taking over for Rod Smart. Not a lot there outside the corner as the ex-Minnesota Viking Dwayne Butler makes the tackle. Well, how important is Rod Smart to the Vegas offense? The last 3 weeks, he's been a one-man show.
We said at the top of the show, 40% of the offense, 53% of the touches. That's incredible. Without him tonight, they're going to be hard-pressed to generate some offense. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Ryan Clement.
Set. Green 97 jet. Wednesday. Green 97 jet.
The ball at the 35 for a first down. Play action to Snell. Trying to step through a pocket, make time. That should have been picked off. Eric Sloan had very good coverage on Todd Floyd, and it's a 3 and out for Vegas.
Come on.
The much maligned Birmingham Bolts defense putting surprising pressure here early. And that's what Jerry Donato said. We have to start out quick, get off to a good start, especially defensively as well as offensively. So far the Bolts have.
Paul McCallum on to kick it. Step Fred Williams and Quincy Jackson, the two receivers. It's got to get to the 48 to be a live ball. It is indeed a live ball. It's Step Fred Williams, nothing on the return. We told to the top of the show, without Casey Weldon, it's Jay Barker, the winningest quarterback in Alabama history, to make his first XFL start tonight. Guy who led the Crimson Tide to the 1992 National Championship.
Here we go. We got twins right. We got 35 or 90 on 1
Fans in Birmingham have been screaming Barker's name ever since the season began. A very popular guy in Alabama.
Blue 35! Blue 35!
Four receiver set, look like motion, no flag on the play, and it's to James Bostic, maybe a yard.
And there's that Vegas defensive line establishing themselves right away at the line of scrimmage. Good field position for Birmingham, but they've been outscored 35-7 in the first quarter this season.
Another one of Jim Criner's shakeups, the Las Vegas Outlaws, while at Notre Dame wearing all black tonight, trying to.
We got trips cheek 93, Y option on.
The 90 series for Birmingham. Quick drops, quick series, three-step drops for Jay Barker.
Trying to get it to the 43-yard line for a first down. Quick drop for Barker. He's got a man. That's Easy Ed Smith, their big tight end. Joe Tuapala makes the tackle for Vegas.
And the reason why Birmingham choosing those three-step drops is to negate that Las Vegas Outlaw pass rush.
And that puts pressure, of course, on the defensive backs of Las Vegas. They've got to come up tight then if he's going with a three-step drop to cover those wideouts.
Despite the loss last week, Birmingham is trying to keep some momentum going after a season high in points and total yards at Los Angeles a week ago. The quick drop again. Barker lets it fly. It's complete. Former BYU man Kaipo McGuire on the reception.
Good job, Kaipo.
First down for the Bolts.
I'll tell you what, so far, Matt, Jay Barker in the face of a Las Vegas Outlaw blitz here. Watch his poise, watch his cool. And there's how the three-step drop helps. Gets it off, no problem.
Chris Bain blitzing from his right cornerback position that time.
Green 18, ready hit.
Vegas plans on coming at Barker hard early in the ball game. As they do here, he gets clocked by Carl Simpson, gets it away, incomplete.
But even then, Jay did the right thing. He saw Bostic, a man draped all over him, decided to throw the ball on the ground.
He threw it away to save his life, Mike.
Okay, you got a point.
It's worth pointing out, guys, that the Bolts don't score a lot in the first quarter, something Jesse mentioned earlier. In fact, the touchdown last week in the first quarter in Los Angeles, their first quarter score all year.
Green 18, ready hit.
Wide receiver Quincy Jackson got that. Barker looking for him.
He's got him wide open in the corner, but the ball's well overthrown, incomplete. Early Tarver had good coverage on Quincy Jackson. That's going to be a good matchup all night long.
Reggie, what's wrong?
And another move by Birmingham right here. They've gone to the shotgun to get away from that rush. There you see the pass, badly thrown ball way over the top. No receiver even close.
And because Hurley Tarver played about 12 yards off the line of scrimmage, made his job a little easier.
Yeah.
Set, green 16. Green 16, ready hit.
Brings some more people in the box. Barker has to get out of the way. Has a hole up the middle and plenty of room to run for the first down. He has it himself. Jay Barker answering the critics early in this, his first start of the year.
Gain of 17 yards, and Matt, if Jay Barker can do this every so often, get off the hook, make a play when protection breaks down, he is going to put an awful lot of pressure on the Las Vegas Outlaw defense.
He is filling big shoes tonight. Casey Weldon was the second top passer in the XFL at the start of the week, despite getting knocked out in the third quarter last week. Yet in talking to his teammates yesterday, everybody has all the confidence in the world in the former Alabama man. Handed James Bostic around the end, maybe a yard.
And who's there for the tackle? Kurt Cabello. He gets double digits almost every game. Great linebacker.
And such a positive influence on all of his teammates in that defensive huddle, Jesse.
And he loves that rap music, hip-hop music. Two Tylenols, and he's all ready for it, he told me.
They bring him out here on passing situations for a nickel package.
Green 18, ready hit.
Bostic throws back again. Play action to Bostic. Barker's got a receiver. That's the BYU man, Kaipo McGuire, once again.
Barker looks so much better than he did a week ago, and there's a reason for it.
Absolutely.
When you go from no snaps to starting into I'll make that point in a second here.
Not only that, but he took snaps all week. He had a full week of practice. He didn't have that last week.
We got trips left. 93 options on one ring.
There is Brandon Sanders, the Outlaws' defensive leader, who is not out there to start tonight.
One of the 90 series again, 3-step drops.
He's looking right now up the middle. Some contact there, and a flag is down. Looking for Quincy Jackson. Jason Kaiser was the man who perhaps tripped up the go-to guy. And we'll see what this flag results in.
Look at Jay Barker reading the coverage here. He looks at his first receiver. That's not there. Goes through his progression. Goes to the second receiver. That was what was impressive about that play.
Defense. The foul occurred in the end zone by rule. It'll be placed at the 1-yard line. First and goal.
Penalties have been a problem for Vegas all year. They are among the most penalized teams in the XFL. That's a big one that gives Birmingham the ball at the 1.
And you don't want to give a team momentum quick and let them get in the game, especially the visiting team. That'll take the crowd out of it.
They're in James Bostic territory. There he is, Mr. Bostic, and he stopped short of the goal line this time.
We talked to him last night, Matt. He sure reminded all of us of a certain running back from the Pittsburgh Steelers named The Bus. He's built along the same lines.
Those big Jerome Bettis thighs.
Come on.
Number 3 in the XFL in rushing.
Straight right, Jumbo. Z back, 34 goal line on one. Come on, let's go.
Well, the bus got held to no gain, if you're calling him a bus.
Taker. Green 18.
Second and goal.
Green 18.
The tight end, Reggie Johnson, the man in motion. Hand to Bostic again. Mr. Bostic, did he get in this time?
No.
Bend but don't break. They might have shot themselves in the foot up the field, but the Vegas defense is holding tight at the goal line.
Third and goal.
So far, Mr. Bostic, 4 carries, nada, yards.
Jim Criner's defense is what's won him 3 games this year. The top-ranked defense in the XFL, very good against the run. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll try Bostic again. And he fumbled the football! It's picked up by Jamel Williams! There he goes! He's only got Jay Barker to beat! One move, and there goes Jamel Williams!
Wow!
And now you know why the Las Vegas Outlaws lead the league in takeaway ratio. That was their 16th takeaway of the season. And Matt, very reminiscent of what happened Kurt Cabello against Memphis. Rashawn Salaam fumbled at the goal line. Kurt Cabello returned it 100 yards. Now it's Jamel Williams.
I don't think it looked anything like that. Cabello almost passed out on the 10-yard line. He barely got to the end zone.
You got a point, Jesse. And boy, Jerry Donato, that's got to kill him.
99 yards on the fumble and touchdown return by Jamel Williams.
What a turnaround.
What a change in momentum. Birmingham thinks they're going to jump out front right away, and now they're behind 6-0. Flags all over the place.
Extra point, and flags indeed.
Matt, let's see if some Las Vegas Outlaws stripped the bus of the football there. James Bostic. So often a running back tries to get extra yards and he loses the football. That's Bostic's fault. And look at Jamel go. Jay Barker's not going to catch him, that's for sure. Nice little cutback. And he's got AMF on the back of his shoes. Adios, Mendefenda.
The penalty called on Las Vegas. They try the PAT back, an additional 5 yards. Clement scrambling, and that's incomplete. He paid the price for it, too. Took a big hit.
Oh, look, we got flags.
Jamel, the ball popped up at the goal line into your arms. Was it a case of being at the right place at the right time?
Oh, definitely. I just went and I seen him throw the ball over, got it and ran. Woo!
You ever run that far that fast?
Oh, yeah. All the time.
James, it looks like the second effort killed you there. What was going on?
Well, I'm trying to get a hold of the ball and reach across the goal line, but they knocked it loose, and it's still a ball game. It's still the first quarter, and they ain't showed no signs of stopping yet, so we got to keep playing.
The big fumble and touchdown recovery makes it 6-0 Outlaws. We are underway in Vegas. You're watching the XFL on NBC.
XFL on NBC.
Vegas Outlaws home for the first time in almost a month, and fans here treated to not only the Outlaws cheerleaders, but the visiting squad as well. Little road trip for the Birmingham girls. And in fact, being the good hostesses that they are, the Vegas cheerleaders took the Birmingham cheerleaders out for a night on the town last night. Gratis.
Where were you, Matt?
I was home studying my flip chart, Jesse.
Oh, good. I like a guy who's
and watching
dedicated
fine
like
programming on NBC. What else?
I'll tell you, you're seasoned.
Right here.
Paul McCallum will kick things off. Eric Sloan and Eric Hickson back to receive for Birmingham. The squib kick, they pooch it and try to drop it after that first line of receivers. It's Eric Hickson that has to scramble back for it, and he's pushed out of bounds. With a timeout, the U.S. Army presents Victories in Life. Tonight we look at Orlando Rage quarterback Jeff Brom. Brom took a horrendous shot from Shante Carver 2 weeks ago, but came back last week to lead the Rage to their 6th consecutive victory. Jeff Brom, a great example of the U.S. Army's Victories in Life.
Shante Carver came in and just cleared his clock. He's still down.
Is this or is this not the XFL? And the answer to that is yes. Do I or do I not have a pulse? And yes, I do, so let's go play football.
Amazingly, he'll start tonight after a punishing shot that knocked him out.
You know, a lot of people can play when they're healthy, but can you play when you're banged up and injured? And, you know, that's the real question when it comes to quarterback is going out there playing under fire when maybe you're not feeling the way you want to and still getting the job done.
Well, Jay Barker's first drive tonight was a good one. It was cut short by a fumble. He carried a clipboard for the first 6 weeks of the season. Now it's his turn to shine. Here's how he gets it done.
I'm not a screamer. I don't yell at guys and get on to them. I'm more of an encourager, more of a guy saying, hey, we don't ever give up. We just continue to compete the whole game and try to do the best we can. And guys just keep working at it, and just trying to encourage guys. I don't, yell at them and get mad at them and stuff because I realize that I'm going to make mistakes in the game as well as they are.
And what a tough situation last week. Jay Barker going from no snaps to filling in for Casey Weldon. It's like passing your driver's exam on the high school parking lot and then being dropped in Midtown Manhattan and having to drive then. You have all these things coming at you from different directions, and it's very easy to push the panic button. But so far, Jay Barker, things are slowing down for him, and he's doing well.
They go right back to Boston, the man who coughed it up at the goal line to end that last drive. No gain as Carl Simpson and Mike Crawford are there to tag team him.
First of all, Mike, you take a cab in Manhattan. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, Mama. Babe, I love you. Happy birthday. Oh, no.
Numero uno.
Way to string it out over there, Joe.
The XFL defense for the Outlaws. Number 1 in sacks. That was Carl Simpson.
Set.
Outlaws lead the XFL in sacks. They've got Kenny and Edwards around the corners who have combined for 13. Out of the shotgun, here's Barker. They blitz. He reads it well. He's got step. Brett Williams, his big play guy. Oh, that's got to be a face mask call. You got to be kidding me. Kevin Scott had him like in the eyes.
You know, the weak link supposedly for this Birmingham team was their offensive line.
Doubles, left, H over, 80, read left, scan.
But one of the things that they've done is...
Let's go doubles, doubles left. We got 80.
One of the things that they've done tonight is the 3-step drops, which has helped Jay, and also running a lot of these formations out of the shotgun.
Set!
Running out of time on that quick play clock, and they've got to spend a timeout.
And, of course, Mike, if you're getting a lot of pressure, you go to screen passes and little dump-off passes also to relieve the pressure.
I like what Birmingham has done so far in offense.
A little quicker.
Yeah, he's calling quick. This official's cranking him in a hurry.
Jay Barker continues his second drive of the night. We'll be right back. 5:06 left in the first quarter in Las Vegas. Outlaw fans have been waiting almost a month to see their team come home after a long road trip. They went 1-2 on that trip that they've gotten off to a great start tonight. After a long drive, Birmingham coughed it up. A goal line fumble. Safety Jamel Williams took it back 99 yards for the score, and that's part of the reason that these folks are waving them towels around as they are tonight.
A dramatic reversal of fortune.
3rd and 5 for Birmingham. They need to get it to the 36-yard line for a first down. Kaipo McGuire out of the blast for Jay Barker. He had to slow his momentum down. That was not well timed. Barker gets it away, and he finds a receiver, Action Jackson. The Alabama man with a first down for the Bolts.
That was the first time all night that Birmingham elected to use a little longer developing play, a 5-step drop, and you can see what happened to Jay Barker. Heavy pressure brought by those Outlaw defenders up front, Carl Simpson and Calvin Kinney, but a great job here by Quincy Jackson. Jesse, I think these two wide receivers that Birmingham has, Jackson and Stepfret Williams, as good as anybody in the XFL.
But the question is, can he get the ball to him with the pass rush?
Two tight end alignment for Barker with play of time. The offensive line hanging up for him. He just dumps it off to Easy Ed Smith once again.
Gotta get pressure.
Outlaw. Crosser and tight end did a curl. The tight end over here did a curl in the middle. That one did a drag.
Down, under, strong loop, drop, cover 3.
Did you hear who's in the game? The unmistakable voice, I believe, of Brandon Sanders, wasn't it? No, he's still on the sidelines.
18, ready hit.
Bostic, the man in motion out of the backfield. They like to use him as a receiver, and Barker throws it away. He paid the price.
Mike Crawford hammered.
Former Nevada Reno guy, a local Nevada boy, Mike Crawford, came in and hit him hard.
Crawford blitzing in from his left side linebacker and really let Barker have it just as he released the football.
Clean.
Doubles right. You got 83, read right scan. 83.
Shotgun.
6 for 9, 32 yards tonight.
Set.
Jay Barker is, in fact, the author of the XFL's longest touchdown pass this year, a 92-yarder to Stepfret Williams in San Francisco. Shovels it off to Bostic, and they're going to make something out of nothing. Bostic across midfield and a first down for the Bolts.
Part of being a great quarterback is the ability to improvise, and that's exactly what Jay Barker did that time, Jess.
And throw in a little backyard football, Mike, the stuff he used to do in the schoolyard right here. Barker under pressure, gets hit, just shovel passes it. Terrific play to Bostic.
Not artistic, but that doesn't show up in the stat sheet.
It worked.
Head pressure, man. Headings.
Set. Blue 18.
A gain of 12 and a first down for Birmingham. Barker out of the shotgun. Another heavy pass rush. He gets it out to Stepfret Williams. And another first down.
got a flag.
Now. Is that the end of the run there, Frankie? We're going to go 15. Personal foul. 68.
Roughing the passer.
Personal foul. Number 68 of the defense. That 15-yard penalty will be applied at the end of the run. Automatic first down.
That's Angel Rubio, their outstanding defensive tackle. Let's see what happened here. Oh, yeah.
Clearly a late hit, and we thought that Las Vegas's defense might rattle Jay Barker, the Birmingham offense. It's just the way the other round. Las Vegas getting a little rattled here.
Okay. Right, H back, 24H on 1. Let's go gun.
Counter play coming up. They'll run it here on 1st and 10. James Bostic looking to make up for that big mistake that led to 6 points for Las Vegas.
You got the 2 tight ends out there. Once again, it's Bostic up the middle on the counter, aforementioned. And he's gang tackled, dropped at the 18-yard line. Jamel Williams and Jason Kaiser came up with the safety spots.
What's interesting, ball control right now. Birmingham has literally had the ball this entire quarter, yet they're trailing 6-0 because of the Bostic's fumble on the goal line.
Keep it like that, right? He can't go in.
Do we put number 27 in the ball game? They are missing him, that's for sure. He is the emotional whip of the football team, is Brandon Sanders, and his absence so far is pretty noticeable.
Blue 18.
Kyle McGuire, the guy dancing behind the line of scrimmage in the corner. Step Brett Williams, the intended receiver. Covered well by Kevin Scott, the 4-year starter out of Stanford. That's a good matchup to watch all night long.
Yeah. So I'm here for it.
So a big play coming up on 3rd and 8.
Doubles right, shotgun 20.
Doubles right, shotgun 20 on 1. What? 20.
Shotgun formation. This is a draw play.
Set. Blue 18. Blue 18. Ready, hit.
They've converted 4 of 5 on 3rd down. Bostic, not this time. Angel Rubio snuck through to make the tackle.
Well, that'll make Jim Criner a lot happier with Angel after his roughing the passer a couple plays ago. Drops Bostic for a loss. They'll have to try the field goal. Palazzo, worst kicker in the XFL, 3 of 8 so far.
Palazzo started out 0 for his first 6 in field goals. He's been golden since, and he nails this one. A 38-yarder puts Birmingham on the board. Points for Jerry DiNardo in the waning moments of the first quarter. Vegas by 3.
That's good job. Offense, it's good job. Good job.
Be careful out there when Chris Schelling, the former Auburn man, is on the field. He was the guy that laid out Jermaine Copeland in that lugs hit of the week that you saw a moment ago. Jay Barker's taken some hits. An 11-play drive most recently culminated in 3 points, but he's paid the price. Carl Simpson got him early. He's been running for yards and punished all night in the backfield. 9 knockdowns tonight.
Jay, as we see, it's only the first quarter. You've been knocked down 9 times already. Can you withstand that pressure?
Yeah, just keep working as hard as I can. These guys up front are doing everything they can. I'm trying to move around, make some plays. They're gonna protect me all night. Have all the confidence in the world in them.
Have you at least told them, give me 1 more second?
No, they're giving me all the time. I just got to get rid of the ball.
So far, so good. 8 for 12 tonight for Jay Barker. We talked to him about feeling the pressure coming in tonight. He said, this is the guy who's played in the Auburn-Alabama game. There's no more pressure than that.
You bet.
Because if you lose, you got to leave the state and never return.
Really an interesting dynamic on this Birmingham team. Never before have so many Auburn, Alabama, and LSU guys coexisted in loving peace. Jamel Williams returns the kick just past the 30. That's where Vegas will take over.
Birmingham winning the war of yardage. This is Vegas's first offensive play since 1335 of the first quarter.
22 plays for Birmingham, 3 Las Vegas in the first quarter. But what a play.
Ben Snell with a huge hole up the middle. Calvin Jackson makes the stop from the safety spot.
Good job, Ricky.
Snell in there for the He Hate Me offense of Rod Smart, who we may or may not be seeing later on tonight.
He came up, but he came up to
End of the first quarter, Vegas by 3.
Okay.
Could the wide receiver have gotten him?
You're watching the XFL on NBC.
You know, that's actually husband and wife right there. Talk about your mismatches.
I think they were married at the Little White Chapel, though. That doesn't count.
Been all Birmingham as far as the offense goes tonight. 12 minutes, 27 seconds. Very few plays run by the Vegas offense.
Set. Green 85 jet. Green 85 jet.
They need it to the 41 for a first down. Snell around the corner. Turns the corner. First down, Vegas.
Ben Snell filling in for the injured Rod Smart. He looked like Rod Smart on that play. Rod with a great ability to bounce it outside, showing a little speed there.
And Schilling, who just got the hit of the week, just got the missed tackle of the evening.
That's the first down of the night for Las Vegas. Ben Snell is a guy who Coach Jim Criner has said gets better the more he touches the ball. He's got Snell as a secondary target up top. Clement airs it out, and it's overthrown, looking for Yo Murphy.
That has been Jim Criner's biggest frustration with his quarterbacks this year, not being able to hit his wide receivers in stride. That time, Clement aired it out. Still a little sore from that separated shoulder, but at least they gave it a shot.
Here we go. Listen, deuce right, full reach on 3. Ready?
And the reason that Ryan Clement starts over Mark Grebe is his ability to go vertical a little more than the backup guy. Took a good shot at it on first down. That's Snell up the middle. A lot of holes. He's still on his feet. Another first down.
You sure that's not He Hate Me in number 33's jersey? Great run by Ben Snell.
Well, should be concerned for Birmingham also, because they are the worst team defensively in the XFL at stopping the run, and it's starting to show here in the second quarter.
Ben Snell now with 30 yards on 4 carries.
Green 85 jet. Green 85 jet.
Clement has a receiver, and that's complete to Mike Furry, the former walk-on at Ohio State.
This is the kind of offense that Jim Criner envisioned tonight. That gain of 16 yards, pound the football with Ben Snell, and then quick passes like that one to Mike Furry. Opens up the run game.
Another first down for Vegas.
Z-slide, 10 draw on 1.
Furry, the Outlaws' leading receiver.
Set. Green 85 jet. Green 85 jet.
Snell looking for more love up the middle. He's still on his feet. I don't know how he didn't go down after that first set of tackles. And finally, the linebacker Patrick Scott came to finish him off.
Well, Johnny Mitchell's got to wrap him up.
Snell asking for a breather.
And still no Rod Smart.
They didn't get the signal in the huddle.
Chris Chikuma has now checked in place of Snell. Some kind of pass back to Chikuma, who gets dropped for a loss. Keith Franklin came up from the linebacker spot for the tackle.
Jerry DiNardo told us last night in our meeting with him that if our team gets run on, if they run the football down our throats, we're in big trouble. So far, the first quarter, they shut down Las Vegas thanks to their offense and the ball control. And right there, Franklin making the big play.
A loss on the play. Now 3rd and 15 for Clement.
Green 85 jet.
Oh, we got flags all over the place.
Movement on the line. James Willis is the team leader for the Birmingham Bolts on defense. He's the XFL's leading tackler, 7 seasons in the NFL, and a guy who brings a little something more to the table. He's already gotten himself involved in an insurance company, and he's been selling policies to his teammates. That's what he wants to do when football's all done.
You're in good hands when you
insure with James Willis, and bad hands if you happen to be a Las Vegas ball carrier.
How many insurance guys in the world would love to have a set of football players as contacts? Talk about guys that
or a
need
set of
insurance.
arms like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but how much money are you going to have to pay out at the end of the season?
Come on, D, get out, baby. Fag on, fag on.
If only he could ensure victory.
Wing, twist.
Well, that's ensure.
Man, and he has been talking this whole series, too.
Round 85.
3rd and 10. Clement with a pocket. Plenty of time. He's got happy feet. Gets it off, and it's complete to Mike Furry, who gets back to his feet. A gain of 14 on the play. They call it a first down for Vegas.
And Matt, because he had happy feet, Vegas has a first down. He was looking for his receivers, and then on the run, not making sure he didn't cross the line of scrimmage, Clement finds Furry.
Well, you know what? It ain't pretty, but he's getting it done.
Raven. 85 Jet.
First and goal for Las Vegas. That's Ben Snell back in the ball game. Ran into one of his tackles.
Flag on the play.
It was actually Yo Murphy, the wideout, who he ran into.
64 right there, Frankie. 10 yards.
Holding.
Number 64, offense.
Center Lamont Burns, who's actually been filling in for the injured David Diaz-Infante. Infante, the starting Vegas center, hospitalized because of an infection in his right knee. They were draining his knee and it became infected, and he had spent most of this week in the hospital.
Lamont Burns, a guy that used to call the dirty dog in his days at ECU. Come on, you big dummy. That kind of work in the trenches. Furry in motion. Clement over the middle. And incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Ricky Brady.
Safety right here.
One of the things the tight end has to do, Ryan Clement was talking about where the safety was. Find the open spaces, he's telling Ricky Brady. Ricky should have moved over a little bit.
Close.
Of course, Ricky's saying bad throw.
Yeah, that was a bad throw. He was open. He found an open spot. Clements just fired it wide.
This is some of the frustration that Jim Criner's been feeling about his quarterback position. 2nd and goal. Clement with time once again. Offensive line holding up well. He hangs it into the corner. Touchdown, Vegas! Todd Floyd in the corner. A 19-yard scoring strike. Todd Floyd wants the football.
Come on!
That is the best offensive series we've seen in Las Vegas quite a few times this year, Matt. The best offensive series I have seen the Outlaws have.
A 10-play drive. They moved the ball 69 yards and have eaten up about 6 minutes of clock.
But Las Vegas is also the worst at extra points. They're 5 of 11 and 0 for 1 tonight. Let's see what kind of success we get here.
Green 85 Jet. Green 85 Jet.
A try with Ben Snell up the middle.
Didn't make it. They're waving it off.
And Vegas will go 0 for 2 in extra point conversions tonight. Well, Todd Floyd wanted the football after that scoring strike. Here's how it went down.
And he has done this before as a collegiate player at UNLV. He was a former running rebel. Great adjustment on the football. Nice toss by Ryan Clement. And maybe a tad of a push-off. As long as the referee doesn't see it, it's okay.
Hey, so much for being last in total offense. Vegas with 12 points early tonight. Las Vegas Outlaws with a touchdown from the defensive unit and one by the guys who are supposed to score, those on offense, on top 12-3 here in the second. And Paul McCallum ready to kick things away and start us here with 9:25 left. A 10-play, 69-yard drive culminated by that touchdown strike. Line drive kick fielded by Eric Sloan. And he's wrapped up around the ankles by Joe Tuipuala. So Jay Barker back on the field, and courtesy of Bud Light, an update from New York, where Leo Aragu's field goal has the Hitmen out in front of the Maniacs, 3-0 in the second.
We got Trey left. Trey left. Z way over. 35. 0-1. Ready.
You know, I question Jim Criner in these kickoffs right now. He's giving Birmingham excellent field position. Why not boot it deep?
Opposite, green 18.
Quincy Jackson, the man in motion. Bolts needed to the 48 for a first down. James Bostic dropped at the line of scrimmage by Kurt Gavea.
Ryan Clement looking like the XFL poster boy. He's got a slashed shin that's going to need stitches at halftime. Last week he broke the index finger of his left hand
and then when you put it out there,
in the game, dislocated it before the game, broke it in the game. He's a tough kid.
He looks like he's been hit with a bag of nickels.
Yeah, but like Braun of Orlando says, if you got a pulse, you play.
Loss of a yard on the play. A little quick pass. I don't know what that was all about. Incomplete. Pressure must have gotten to Barker. They bring a lot of people, and those big guys come around the end, Edwards and Kinney, and they can make you a little scared in the pocket.
Matt, it doesn't matter what down either. 1st and 10, 2nd and short. They'll come from all different directions, and not just the linebackers.
Under. Read right.
Trips right. 86Z. White corner. X under. 0-1. Ready.
We got to read it.
5-step drop series, the 80 series. The X receiver, Skip Brett Williams, number 80. Let's watch him.
Blue 18.
X under.
Blue 18.
Williams is the receiver at the top of the screen. They just get the play off out of the gun.
Barker's looking for it.
Carl Sampson and Big Angel Rubio. The Outlaws lead the XFL in sacks. That's their first tonight. A loss of 13 on the play.
This is the nightmare that Jerry DiNardo, the Bolts coach, had during the week. Visions of the Outlaws getting to Jay Barker like this.
And not only that, Mike, they lost the field position. Now they'll be punting deep in their own territory.
That time they did it without a blitz. They were just a stunt on the defensive front.
Free ball at the 50. Kevin Scott is there lined up. He can't hang on to it. He did recover, however, and Vegas will take over at their own 35. Could have been a whole lot worse.
86. I wanted to get step, but it looked like it took him forever to get across the field.
Hey, but did you look at? Did you look at your Z at all? Did you look up?
Hey, melee. Green 85 jet.
1st and 10 for Clement. The Outlaws. Ben Snell stutter step, and he's wrapped up at the 36.
Don't you get the feeling that Jay Barker would just love to tell his offensive coordinator Dave Arslanian?
The ball just slipped out of my hand when I came out. Yeah,
that was a good choice. I mean, that's exactly what you needed.
Yep. You come down here and you face that pressure.
On the trade left 35. Remember, with one tight end, we just run what we call.
Okay.
Unless it's an overload.
Well, did you not see him shift?
Yeah, but they weren't.
You don't think so?
No, it was a 3 technique.
You know what? He's being as respectful as he possibly can.
Outlaw. Green 85 jet. Tuesday. Green 85 jet.
They hand it off to Ben Snell. Another big hole around that right side. Another good gainer on the ground as Deion Fox comes up to make the tackle.
We're gonna go solo right.
Ben Snell now 37 yards on 7 carries.
Those are Rod Smart kind of numbers.
Here we go.
Solo right. Z fly.
Got to fix the wheel. Ben Snell sits down here in this third down play in favor of Chris Chikuma.
Top of your screen, watch the Z receiver, Mike Furry coming. He's the motion man. Z fly. Ryan will look for him. Then his secondary receiver.
And he gets it off. It's complete. Good for a first down. A flag on the play, however, as Ricky Brady makes the grab.
On the tight end. 50 defense.
Defensive holding.
5 yards. Automatic.
You know, Birmingham had all the momentum until that fumble on the 1.
Totally changed the complexion of this football game.
Completely.
On the guy that caught the pass, he almost knocked him over on the hook.
They were tackling him all day. He's probably just trying to defend himself.
James Willis, he doesn't need any help defending himself. He is the most ferocious tackler on this defense and maybe in the league. But he's the guy guilty of the infraction.
Talking to him last night, Matt and Jesse, he knows that the responsibility to win this game is on the defensive shoulders tonight. They got to help Jay Barker as much as they can. And if they get into a track meet with these guys, they're in big trouble. They can't let them get huge chunks of yardage on first down. That's the key down for the Birmingham Bolts defense. And everybody likes this guy, number 48, Joe Tuipala.
Maybe two of the best linebackers in the XFL in this one tonight. Chris Chakuma out of the backfield. Has it across midfield. And he's tackled at the 45-yard line. Deion Fox, the former Miami Dolphin, there for the stop.
Mutual admiration society between James Willis and Las Vegas's Joseph Tuipala, who is playing, according to almost every coach and every player we've talked to in this league, as good a linebacker as there is this season.
Come on.
He just wants to play football. He's
Get those cameras out of my face.
He'd like all the attention. One of the blue-collars guys. This is Ben Snell back in the ballgame, up ahead of the 40. And I'll tell you what, the Vegas offensive line is starting to dominate this game, Jesse.
They really are. They're opening up holes. Even an old back like Mike Adamle can go down there and get through those.
Just once, I'd like to try. Can you get me in shape, Jess?
68 gap on one. 68 gap.
You're looking at big Lonnie Palazzo there, the UNLV product.
Jet. Purple 97 Jet.
Mike, you're in great shape.
Purple
no
97 Jet.
It's Snell again around the right side this time. Looks like he was going to be dropped for a loss. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. The line has been outstanding tonight for Vegas. And on the left side, they're keyed by a couple of Samoan Americans. One of them, Lonnie Palazzo, the UNLV product, who is one of 13 kids who told us yesterday whenever he plays at home, he's playing for free because he has to buy 50 or 60 tickets for everybody. The guy lined up next to him at guard is Pat Kessie, and you can hear him speaking Samoan to one another. Complete out to Yo Murphy, his first grab of the night. Going to that left side behind the Samoan connection of Palazzo and Kessie.
And some of the stuff they say in Samoan, not nice.
No, as you might imagine. Heavy breathing sounds the same in Samoan as it does in English.
Let me tell you guys something, too. I know a lot of Samoans from wrestling, and they don't even need helmets.
Green 85 Jet. Green 85 Jet.
Easy run.
They bring the blitz. Clement gets it off.
Eric
Sloan, the cornerback. There he goes. This game don't show my breakaway speed. A 70-yard pick and touchdown.
And that could change that big Mo we talked about, momentum.
That's the second interception thrown by Ryan Clement this year. That's a big one as it comes back 70 yards for the score.
50. James Willis, the blitz, applying pressure, forcing Ryan Clement into the bad throw, and watch the pick here. Eric Sloan reading it all the way. You can't touch this.
Picture play by a defensive back right there. Reading the quarterback, breaking on the football, makes the pick, and nothing but touchdown.
Boy, Clement trying to make the tackle despite that separated shoulder.
That's a typical quarterback play on the pick.
Ryan getting struck by Keith Franklin. Birmingham's been very good in extra point conversions this year. Not so this time. So they settle with 6, but Birmingham's right back in it. 70-yard interception and touchdown return has put Birmingham within a field goal tonight.
You know what's interesting, guys? 3 touchdowns have been scored tonight, 2 of them by the defenses. They're outscoring the offenses so far.
We expected that from Las Vegas, Jesse, but not Birmingham. Their defense has been suspect all season long.
Brad Palazzo is kick fielded by Jason Kaiser, who starts the return at his 7-yard line, makes a couple of nice cuts. He's still on his feet and is tackled at the 28. There's action in New York tonight as well. Moments ago, courtesy of Bud Light, Jim Ross and Dick Butkus. Here's how they called it.
Druckenmiller. Wide open. Oh, man. Mark Thomas, the tight end.
Memphis touchdown puts him on top after Leo Aragu's field goal started things on the scoreboard in New York. 6-3 in the second, and we'll be checking in with that one all night long. First and 10 for Clement now, trying to right things after that big pick and touchdown last possession. He starts it with Ben Snell on the ground around the right side for a couple of yards. 2-minute warning has come here in Las Vegas. Defense on display tonight. We'll be right back. Guys, you know, we've been on the air for over an hour, and I've failed to wish you both a happy St. Patrick's Day there.
Oh, Matty, shame on us.
All the leprechauns are out tonight here in Vegas, even those in drag.
That's a better shot yet. Wait, we're going to find our cheerleader.
A lot of green in the stands tonight, as you can tell, as St. Patty's Day is celebrated here in Vegas and around the world. Back to football, 2nd and 8 for Las Vegas. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half. Pass is complete. Ricky Brady, the tight end, is there despite heavy pressure. Charles Preston, the defensive end, looked like he had Clement wrapped up, but he got it away.
And you watch Clement, you sometimes wonder if that finger isn't bothering him a little bit, that broken pinky finger on his left hand. It's not his throwing hand. It's also the bottom hand when he receives a snap from center. But it is throbbing, and it may be a factor here.
The pinky is... Pinky?
Green 85 Jet.
The pinky.
Green 85 Jet.
Mike Furry, the man in forward motion. And that pass incomplete. Thrown way wide of Ricky Brady. And the fans are screaming about an unnecessary roughness call or an unsportsmanlike conduct call at the very least on Chris Schelling.
5 Jet.
Again, it's James Willis just making things happen, and he's put the fear of linebacker in Ryan Clement.
And give James Willis some credit there. He could have really nailed Ryan Clement, but he pulled back.
What you talking about?
Give him a little love tap.
It was just a love tap.
Knocked him flat on his back.
What you talking about, Willis? High snap. Paul McCallum on to punt. That's a good kick. Gonna drive step Fred Williams back to the 20-yard line. Trying to get around the outside. Joe Tuipalas there to help wrap him up, and he's down at the 19. Tune in tomorrow to catch more XFL action at 4 Eastern on TNN. Two division leaders collide when Jeff Brom and the undefeated Orlando Rage visit Tommy Maddox and the LA Extreme. Then at 7 Eastern on UPM, running back John Avery and the Enforcers play host to star quarterback Mike Pulaski and the San Francisco Demons. For the first time tonight, fellas, Brandon Sanders has returned to the Vegas defensive backfield.
And maybe he'll give this team an emotional lift.
All right. Screen and draw, screen and draw.
Or might they're clearing the bench with 1:04 to go.
Maybe Criner feels like he's paid his penance now, and it's time to get him involved in this game.
Blackwell's back in at cornerback, too. We didn't see him last week.
Another guy who was in the doghouse.
A flag on the return, and they start things through the Bolts at their own 29. Parker hands to Bostic. Across to the 31-yard line, and there he is on his first play. B-Mac makes a tackle.
And that is Bostic at his best. When he bounces it outside, he can do some serious damage. There isn't a single defensive back in this league that wants to take him on head-on, one-on-one.
Clock continues to roll. For whatever reason, Birmingham not spending a timeout. They've got 2 left in the half. Parker throws, and that one's incomplete.
Yeah, man, I'm a little surprised here as well that Birmingham not trying to work themselves in a position to at least get the tying field goal before halftime.
Clock stops with 33 seconds left here in the half.
Okay, let's go doubles, right, shotgun, 20. Doubles, right, shotgun, 20.
This is a draw play, so this isn't a play.
They're being Republican, very conservative.
This is the old looks like a pass, take a knee.
Green 20, ready hit.
The little draw to Bostic. Oh, straight arms Brandon Sanders. Welcome back to the football game.
I'll tell you what.
Good try, you know, Brandon's loving it, though. He patted him right on the helmet. He's having a good time. He loves that contact.
One good smack deserves another.
What number? 82.
And he's hanging out with the opposing coach here in the waning moments of the first half. He's just happy to be out there.
Ain't no stiff, ain't no face, ain't no stiff arms going on, baby. Players, I'm a Mac. From way back.
I'm a B-Mac. Watch this. James Bostic with his left hand. Boop. But B-Mac, Brandon Sanders uses it to bring him down.
That's right. He still made the tackle. There's another look at it.
A steer wrestling.
That's beautiful.
Looks like the National Finals rodeo here in Las Vegas.
You think he's happy to be back in the game?
No.
Clock continues to roll, and it looks like Birmingham is content with just playing out the half.
Ryan, first half, they're going to the locker room with the lead. One touchdown pass and one pick. Coach Criner said you were trying to force the ball. Did you feel that way?
Well, there wasn't a flat defender on the deal. I threw the ball. The guy just stepped in front of me, made a good play. We can't afford that stuff, though. We got to get back out there. We got to score some points.
When you go back out there in the second half, how many stitches do you think you'll have in your chin?
I don't know. They haven't told me. I'd rather not look at it. I just put a Band-Aid on and let's go.
Do yourself a favor. Don't look at it.
All right, Fred, way to pump the kid up.
Like a victory formation. Make sure we get everybody on the line of scrimmage. He's going to line of scrimmage.
Fred's got a way with words down there, doesn't he?
Ready?
2 seconds left here. They did spend the timeout with 2 seconds left in the half.
I'm taking a knee on one, right?
And as you can hear him say, taking the knee.
We're down it. Yeah.
Set. Green 18. Going down now. Going down.
Green 18. Ready hit.
That's how the first half will end in Las Vegas. Well, as Jesse mentioned earlier, 3 touchdowns in the first half, and 2 of them by the defensive guys.
James, defense obviously has to make some changes. You got a quick 6, but you guys are getting run on out there.
You know, we got a few guys out of lanes, missed a few assignments, missed contain. But I tell you, we're going to come out next half and get everything solved.
Do you have the momentum back?
I think so. You know, we're playing like we do. It's playoff time, and we're playing like it's playoffs.
When we get pressure from you, you guys play well. That's what your defense was saying.
We're pretty good when we're pressured, you know, and I hope we can do more of that in the second half, but we're coming out to win.
Well, it is week 7, but indeed it's a playoff situation for both of these teams. Neither one can afford another loss. Money time here in the XFL as we get closer to the postseason. At halftime in Vegas, the Outlaws lead it by 3. What is that? That looks like that thing.
What a likeness.
That magnet game where you play and you pick up the little pieces of charcoal with the magnet pencil and you stick it on the guy. What do they call that?
Sort of like Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah, something like that.
Same principle involved.
Well, you know, that's from St. Cloud, Minnesota, one of the best college hockey teams in the country this year up in St. Cloud. There we go. Who's that?
I don't see the resemblance.
You know what?
Do you have blue eyes?
You know why? Because I didn't use that color on the mustache stuff. They do it on there with the magic marker.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Well, you know what? You can find a lot of that color in the casinos here in downtown Fremont Street. A lot of the gals pulling the slot machines have that
right next to the tattoo parlors.
Eric Hickson to return the kick to start half number 2. He's met head on and dropped at the 24-yard line. Kelly Herndon making the tackle for Vegas. Let's take a look at our halftime stats brought to you tonight by Miller Genuine Draft. And as you can tell, things even as far as passing the ball. Points off TDs, even. QB knockdowns is the highlight stat of the day.
That's what strikes.
Is that an O or a D? What is that? That's an O. Points off turnovers. Check that font.
Green 18, ready hit.
Pass is complete out to Steph Williams. Pushed out of bounds by Kevin Scott.
That's what was successful for Jay Barker early in the first half. The short 3-step drop. Jay 8 of 14 for 58 yards. But no mistakes, no interceptions. Ryan Clements 6 of 11, 66, but the one pick. And it was huge. Wonder how many stitches he's got.
I don't know. He told us he didn't want to look at it.
They butterflied it.
Cracks that smile. Ryan's good, you know. He knows where the cameras are. He's no less intense, but he's aware of what's going on here.
You should see the other guy.
Saying hi to mom and dad. He comes from a family of lawyers and politicians, and he wants to follow in that route after his football days are done.
Getting all set to take the LSAT test.
No wonder they're beating the hell out of him tonight.
He might end up looking like that after his first year of practice at law, too.
I got up and I was like, my teeth were like, and I was like, Doc.
Jam jaw, slashed chin, broken pinky finger in his left hand.
Don't forget the separated shoulder.
Separated shoulder, of course. He's a human version of Grey's Anatomy.
He's gotta love playing football. Either that or he's some kind of sick.
And he's been hit in the head so many times, he's got all the plays on his forearm because he can't remember them anymore.
I got news for you. So does every quarterback in this league.
2nd and inches now for Jay Barker and the Bolts after the measurement.
Set. Green 18. Green 18. Ready?
They bring the blitz, hand is to James Bostic, who finds the hole. First down for Birmingham.
And that's the best thing to counter the blitz, a quick handoff, quick opener, because your linebackers are already out of position there.
And Jay Barker called that at the line of scrimmage, Jesse.
We got doubles left, X up 93. On one here.
That 90 series for Birmingham, the 3-step drop series, so that allows Barker to get the ball off quickly.
Empty!
No backs in the backfield now as Boston goes in motion.
Pass out to Action Jackson.
He trapped that sucker.
Saying it's incomplete. It was on the ground.
Here's your ball, big guy.
You know, we talked to James Bostic yesterday before workouts, and he told us of his enthusiasm for the motorcycle and claims that he tacked his up to 186 miles an hour on the open road, to which you quickly countered, Mr. Adamley. Wait a minute, 186, a mosquito catches you in the teeth and it kills you.
Even a guy that big at 227 pounds. I wasn't buying it, but...
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit.
That's why bikers never smile.
Flag on the play. Looked like they took too long on the play clock.
Second down, right? Go run rip 28. Just run it. Just run the play. You're right, David.
Rip 28. Little bounce out by the running back, James Bostic. Despite Jay's relative inexperience with this offense and being just thrown into the fray tonight, they haven't dummied down this offense at all. Pretty much the same stuff that was in for Casey Weldon.
Some of that play clock stuff will happen to a guy making his first start. That's Bostic again. Nothing this time as he's met by Kelvin Kinney. Check that, it's Antonio Edwards who makes the play around the corner.
There's big Antonio on the outside. Doesn't get blocked out, keeps his feet, and makes a great tackle.
They had a tight end on Antonio, Ed Smith, and the tight end couldn't handle a man this big, 271 pounds with a lot of quickness, the quick feet.
12 carries for James Bostic tonight. 9 of them have resulted in no gain or a loss.
That's not a good sign, especially because Jay Barker's their leading rusher tonight.
With 15 yards.
And they got to burn a timeout. Again, Barker making his first start, having trouble negotiating that play clock. A timeout on the field. You're watching the XFL on NBC.
We need another helmet.
All right, an interesting development on the field. That last time out by Jay Barker did not come as a result of the play clock. It came as a result of an equipment failure. He was unable to hear any of the audio in his helmet from his offensive coordinator upstairs.
And that could be crucial because Jay is just feeling his way around here in this first start for him of the season.
Green 18, ready hit.
Be interesting to see if they're signaling the plays in from the sideline or how he's going to get them. He's going deep.
He's got right. Williams! He carried on!
Oh, Williams wide open down the sidelines. Just dropped 6 points.
He already has 2 of the longest touchdowns, or the 2 longest touchdowns for 92 yards, 82 yards. Had him beat.
Oh, hit him right in the breadbasket.
Another quarterback might have pulled his hair out or pulled Stepford's hair out.
What do you think Tommy Maddox would have did there?
Kevin Scott returns the punt back up to the 25, and in answer to your question, Maddox would still be screaming right now.
Still be in his face.
Next Saturday on NBC at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, former 49er quarterback Jim Druckenmiller returns to San Francisco to face the Demons in the hellhole. That's the XFL on NBC next Saturday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific.
Hey, Dave, do me a favor real quick.
Yeah.
Talk on the quarterback receiver for me.
Trying to do that audio check, like a Spinal Tap concert. Hand off up the middle. Not a lot for Ben Snell.
Upstairs, then.
I know. I can hear mine. I can hear on my earpiece.
Is that one hooked up?
Well, try the one that's down there and see if you can hear out of it.
We tried every single one of them we got down here. They're not working.
Okay, but try the quarterback mouthpiece now.
Just like our telecast, Matt, the audio people are the most important part.
Send somebody out to Radio Shack, fix the audio stuff.
38, 53 on the line. Set. Green 85,
A loss of a
go.
yard on the play.
Green 85, jet.
And is to Ben Snell, who breaks it under a flag on the play, and Snell is tackled at the 40-yard line by Quentin Reese. We'll see if it comes back.
Referee looking at Lonnie Palele.
That's a good run, though, Rose. Good job.
It's not a penalty in Samoa.
You know, Mike, what was interesting when
Number
Vegas
66 on the offense.
When Vegas
10-yard
was on
penalty.
defense last time, Brandon Sanders was back on the bench again. So he only got a little bit of time.
Fans don't like the call, but it is indeed registered on Lonnie Palele, guilty of the infraction on the left side of the line.
Well, they say you can call holding on virtually every play. Clearly had him by the shirt.
You can't stretch that jersey out. They see that.
Alert, Lonnie. Green 85, jet.
Now back to second and 22.
Fumble.
Football. Birmingham recovers. Keith Franklin was there to jump on it, and the Bolts take over at the 2.
Huge turnover.
And those are the kind of mistakes that Jim Criner was talking to us about. They have haunted this ball club all season long by his quarterback.
Quentin Reese was the guy that came in to make the hit. That's where the ball squirted free, and Keith Franklin, jumped all over.
You know, you got to figure with Clement's hand and that cast on his hand, he can't hold on to the football very well.
Exactly,
just like that, it pops loose.
An absolute gift given to Jerry DiNardo as they take over on 1st and goal.
Blue 35. It's a run, Rubio. Blue 35. Ready hit.
James Bostic trying to get it in up the middle.
Remember what happened the last time Birmingham was down here this close? It went 99 yards the other way.
They ran a twist on us. Okay. Nice job on the
Turnovers are always bad, but when they're deep in your own territory, especially egregious.
No, it was right to 3. It was right to 3.
Is that a Northwestern word, Mike?
Egregious. I was just scratching my head over here. Thanks, Jesse. I didn't want to ask him. They try it up the middle again.
Look at that.
Did he lose the
Vegas
football?
defense. No. He's got the ball, but I'll tell you that Vegas defense down there is tough.
They take it as a personal affront. You cross our goal line, man. This is our home. This is our house.
You know, you think right here, maybe play action and throw a fade pattern to a receiver or whatever. Last time they faced 3rd and 1 and ended up touchdown Las Vegas.
And Birmingham spends their second time out of the half. Jay Barker's just having all kinds of trouble picking up the offensive coordinator.
Goal line at a jumbo and hot motion. That's what I say. Hang on. Don't hang on. Rick, you on here?
Rick, you make sure they understand what we're doing.
Okay. Rip,
make sure they block this the way that they feel like it needs to be blocked. They're the ones that told us they thought it was there.
And then, 35 goal line. Dave, tell me again.
Okay, we're going to just go tray right.
Tray right. We're going to tray right or wing right. Jumbo.
We're going to motion our big Z to the 5 hole and run 35.
Big Z comes over to the 5 hole. Z. Who is that? That's Reggie or Scott?
That's Reggie.
It's Reggie. Hang on, what?
We're going jumbo package.
Okay, regular jumbo package. We're not changing anything. They're confused on the formation.
Right.
They're the ones that suggested it. I'm just suggesting. Hey, then
he's on the line of scrimmage.
35 goal line.
Yeah.
Then Rick.
Well, the audio problems have really been costly so far for Birmingham. They had to spend 2 timeouts just to clarify things, and we're still at 9:44 left in the 3rd quarter.
Birmingham is going to go with a 2 tight end package.
Come in here right now. Everything you've got in this play, you got it? Everything you got. We got Rip, wing right, Z over, 35 goal line on 1. Right, let's go.
Reggie Johnson, the second tight end, 83, is going to block for James Bostic here. There he is in motion. Going through there, right behind it. They stop him cold.
How about the Vegas defense?
You know,
Jesse, you hit it on the head. Maybe a little play action down there might have helped.
absolutely. Either that or maybe you fake the Bostic, the running back, and let the quarterback roll out. They were pinching in so tight, they knew it was coming right up.
Well, as soon as they saw the tight end come in motion there, they figured this guy is going to block.
Brad Palazzo is 1 for 1 tonight. This is an 18-yard chip shot to tie it. Right up the middle.
But I'll tell you what, this is momentum for Las Vegas.
Coach, can I just ask you how much went behind that decision, whether to go for how much went behind the decision to go for the field goal or maybe go for it on 4th down?
At this point in the game, you want to tie it up. We want to come away with points.
Defensively, they're tough down on the goal line, huh? Defensively, on the goal line, they're tough.
They're doing a good job, and we're not doing a very good job.
Well, that's pretty clear, I guess, huh? You want to be a minimalist about it. Tied at 12s, and here's the big play that kept it at just a field goal. We got a good one in Vegas.
You didn't get him.
Happy St. Paddy's Day, and we've got a good one here in Las Vegas with the Outlaws and the Bolts tied at 12 apiece. Birmingham certainly could not only be leading here, but earlier in the ball game, the offensive line broke down on that last try for touchdown.
Number 74 offensive tackle Chase Raynock on the left, just in the lineup last week. Can't handle number 72 Carl Simpson. He gets the penetration, and Bostic gets nothing. Next to quarterback, however, the offensive line position, the toughest to learn. There are so many different things. They make line calls just the way the quarterback make calls. You don't want to lay it all on him.
This game could very easily be an 18-6 lead for Birmingham. Instead, we're tied at 12s, and a good one here in the 3rd quarter. Jason Kaiser in his own 6-yard line.
They got
the all kinds of flags as he's tackled at the 26.
Trey left. Z-fly.
Well, the Vegas defense has been as advertised. They're the best in the XFL against the run. They've held up their end of the bargain tonight. Offensively, it's been a different story. A couple of costly turnovers, and things have not fired on all cylinders for Vegas. Same can be said of Birmingham. A goal line fumble and subsequent touchdown return. It could be a different story for both of these teams without the turnovers, but the result is, fellas, a very tightly contested 12-all score here in the 3rd.
And all the things that have haunted Jim Criner this year, his offense, have haunted him tonight.
And they just got Crawford for a block in the back on the kickoff that takes it all the way down inside the 10-yard line. And Clement better be careful. He turns another one over here. Birmingham may get into the end zone.
385 jet. Out. 385 jet.
Turnovers and penalties have killed Las Vegas tonight. That's complete a couple of yards up to Yo Murphy. 2 turnovers and 7 penalties for 72 yards.
What was positive about that play? It was first down. They gained about 6 or 7 yards. Lack of yardage on first down has killed Vegas tonight.
Well, Eric Sloan already has 1 touchdown, and he had his eye on that one, too. He's reading Clement's eyes real well from his cornerback spot.
Gain of 5 on that last play. That's Ben Snell. No love there. It's St. Patty's night, a night of big hits in Las Vegas. You better believe it. 3rd and 6 now for Las Vegas.
385 jet.
Clement steps into the pocket, and nobody even close to that one.
And that time he did have happy feet, boy.
He felt it coming.
He wanted to get rid of that football in the worst way, Jesse.
He looks like he's doing an Irish jig here.
Number 95, Quentin Reese, not anywhere close to him, but he felt the heat unnecessarily.
It's a free ball at the 38-yard line as Paul McCallum's on to punt it.
And another mistake, a shanked punt, and
it's a free ball, and Vegas looks like they recovered.
They did. Oh, what a mistake by Birmingham.
Jason Kaiser jumped on it after it bounced free, and another gift for Vegas.
I'm sure it wasn't Paul McCallum's intention to kick this shank, but because it was the flight of the ball was so squirrely and took a weird bounce.
Here comes the bounce right there. It gets tapped, and Vegas recovers it. Man, Birmingham gives up great field position, all the momentum.
So a chance for Ryan Clement after a rather ugly 3 and out.
22. I got a lot of activity over here. 385 jet.
You can see the momentum just drain from Birmingham on that.
They need the ball to the 38-yard line for a
going
first down. Yo Murphy! Incomplete in double coverage. He got headbutted and is down and out.
Chris Schelling, fans crying for interference. Wow.
Listen to the way this sounded when helmet met helmet near the goal line. That was either well-timed or the worst call in the history of the XFL.
Well, of course, the Las Vegas fans are saying interference, early hit.
And Yo Murphy is, he's seeing pink elephants and fire trucks right now. Listen to this.
What did Chris Schelling tell us last night? He calls hitting somebody shock and frame.
Yeah, Fred.
He might be a little shocked himself.
I got to believe that Yo Murphy's not the only one a little dazed after that hit.
And there's a lot of unhappy Vegas fans here right now after that hit. They felt a penalty flag for interference, early hit.
Off, Raven.
In fact, some of them are chanting Adam Lee's name right now.
385 jet.
I'm not ready.
Clement on the ground with Chris Jakuma. The chuck wagon across the 30. There he goes, out of bounds at the 10. Chris Schelling pushed him out of bounds. They're going to spot it at the 14-yard line. A 33-yard gainer for Chris Jakuma.
Well, there was some speculation, Jesse, that sooner or later Birmingham's lack of run defense was going to come back and haunt him. And with Rod Smart out of the lineup tonight, somebody had to come through, and this man just did, Chris Chikuma.
They hate him too. It's Chikuma again. Nothing this time. A flag on the play as Patrick Scott was there to make the tackle.
They don't have a penalty.
You can hear it in my helmet.
Can you hear? And let's remember, all of this the result of that punt that Birmingham didn't field out at midfield.
Good job. All right.
What up, Chris? The Arkansas product having a nice night. He and Snell have done a nice job in spelling Rod Smart tonight.
What up is another holding call against the offensive line. Second time tonight that Lamont Burns' name has been called. Their number has been called.
The dirtbag, the center, the ECU man.
Here we go.
Get that camera out of my dish.
22 hot conquered on one. Ready?
Set. 397 jet.
57.
397 jet.
Climbing over the middle, complete to Ricky Brady. Down at the 9. First down, Vegas.
Almost from week one, Ricky Brady, when we were talking to him, and he's a great all-around athletic kid out of Oklahoma, is I wish we would get the football more to our tight ends, meaning me. And tonight they seem to be heeding his call.
Clement dropping back. Brady goes down about 15, hooks up. Clement puts the ball right on the numbers, and he gets about 5 more with that big, strong body.
Play action to Snell. There's Ricky Brady again. Touchdown Outlaw.
It was there all year long. Just call my number, man.
Oklahoma Sooner representing. He played hoops for Billy Tubbs for a year out there at Oklahoma as well. And he's having a big night, a big half, more appropriately. Vegas back on top.
That was payback for what Chris Schelling did to Yo Murphy.
Eric Sloan, little quarterback, tried to tackle the tight end and just got smoked.
And the tight end almost waited for him. You can see it.
And the PAT is good. Yo Murphy back in the ball game. The extra point converted. 7 points for the Outlaws.
Revenge is sweet. Brady with the payback on Schelling, and Yo Murphy adding a little spice with a punctuation mark extra point.
Mike, did you see that though? Brady actually was slowed down and said,
"Oh yeah,
come on, I'm going to put one on you."
Absolutely.
Oh my! You don't want to mess with an Oklahoma tight end. Vegas with a little something. We'll be right back. Vegas on top 19-12. Most recently a touchdown strike, and here's how it happened with big Ricky Brady. Take a look at this. The tight end made a play to bring him this far and then finished it here. That's what Jesse was talking about, slowing down his momentum to knock down that quarterback. Vindication for the quarterback. And here's that slowdown once again. Take a look at Brady. Nail the corner.
Not only did you score the touchdown, Ricky, your teammates are coming over after seeing you on the board.
That's how you go to Temple and whoop him out of there.
You administered some punishment.
Just trying to make a play. I told Doc I was hungry. He said, "Hey, you score a touchdown, I bring you a Snickers." Got a Snickers.
And he could do that? Yeah.
Listen, Chief, you got one touchdown. Don't go on nuts on the endorsements.
It's typical of the University of Oklahoma. He's got it upside down.
He'll want a candy bar named after him.
We know where
Brady
he graduated from.
Oh, man. He probably made more there. McGallum kicks to start us here with 5:08 left in the third. Eric Hickson takes it back for Birmingham. Taken down at the 30-yard line, and that's where Jay Barker will take over here in the third. Mistakes have absolutely killed Jerry DiNardo. A goal line fumble and missed execution on a punt return have directly led to 13 Outlaw points tonight. Look out, Parker, get out of the way. There's that sack man, Carl Simpson.
And the first man Carl ought to thank, after he's done congratulating himself, his defensive backs, because that was a covered sack.
There you see Big Carl coming in. He's double teamed, but stays persistent, breaks the double, and gets the sack.
In something of a departure tonight, it's been the defensive tackles, not the ends, responsible for sacks. They cough it up once again.
Vegas ball, and the wheels are coming off Birmingham.
Antonio Edwards with his second fumble recovery this year.
Well, one of the things that you can expect with a quarterback that's new is the exchange between him and the running back, and just never got the ball into James Bostic's midsection.
And Antonio Edwards was there lickety-split.
18th takeaway of the season for Vegas, which is by far and away the best in the XFL.
Clement looking to strike quickly. He's going to run it up the middle. Gets past the linebackers and almost gets it all the way in.
You know, you can rip this kid for fumbling in a crucial situation or not making the right call or throwing it to the wrong receiver. But tonight he has answered every one of his mistakes with some great plays. He's doing it with that cut chin, Jesse.
You can never take away his heart either. He may be hurt, he's separated his shoulder, busted finger, but it hasn't broken his heart at all.
Courage. Ain't it the truth?
Now let's see if Birmingham can do a goal line stand like Vegas does.
And Clement spends the first Vegas time out of the half.
We had 6 seconds. Las Vegas, are you having fun? Yeah, okay, but we never got it off. We never got it off. So let's go ahead and
Brady's back. Ricky Brady's back.
Brady's back. Sunday, April 1st, the Outlaws. Go with that. Go with that. Run the boot. We're on the right hash. We're on the right hash.
Okay. Heavy left, 13 zone boot.
Heavy left, 13 zone boot.
Oh yeah. Ryan Clement. Run. Those weren't happy feet. That was a smart decision.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what else I like too, how he covered up the football well. When he knew he was going to get hit, he wasn't going to turn it over down there.
Well, in the red zone tonight, Birmingham's had 3 looks, Vegas 2. Vegas has turned it into 13 points, however, with fewer attempts in there.
Let's watch number 86 again, the tight end, Ricky Brady.
385 Jet! 385 Jet!
Play action to Ben Snell, rolling, Yo Murphy wide open, touchdown. A well-designed, perfectly executed touchdown strike. And Vegas is starting to open things up.
In the huddle! Heavy!
Fade. Heavy left.
385 Jet!
Both the tight end, Ricky Brady running a little out, and Yo Murphy running a little out. That was a coverage mistake on the part of Birmingham.
No,
The extra point attempt was
fade to our parabolic mic guys.
Exactly it. But Yo Murphy's come up big on these scoring drives.
He was looking for Bruno, the cameraman.
Murphy caught 2 touchdown passes in his first week in uniform, week 5. He has been a huge addition, and a guy who has overcome all kinds of adversity in his personal life as well. This is a guy who was uprooted from Southern California and moved to Idaho. And he told us that when his family moved from Southern California to Idaho, they doubled the black population in that southeastern Idaho town. And when he first moved there, a lot of his new pals wanted him to go hunting, hunting and fishing, and he was all up for it, but he didn't quite trust anybody with a gun out there, so he decided to just shut it down. But Yo Murphy has learned to become quite the outdoorsman and loves living in Idaho these days.
And his full name is Llewellyn Fitzpatrick Murphy, which is perfect on the St. Paddy's Day.
Happy St. Paddy's Day to you.
Very bright young man.
Time to do it.
A lot of good genes, too. His dad is a nuclear chemist.
Heads up. Former Tampa Bay Buck making a big mark in the XFL. A bouncer. One of the linemen picks it up. It's actually the defensive end, Quentin Reese.
Yo, earlier in the game, you were tattooed pretty well. Now you come back and make the touchdown grab. How are you feeling? Did you even know you were still here after that hit earlier?
Oh, yeah. It's just part of the game. It's football. It's a physical sport. But as long as I can walk off, I'm going to be back on the field.
One other thing. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I appreciate it. I'm Black Irish, so this is my day.
And you're Armenian Irish. I'm Yugoslavian Irish. What's your heritage?
I'm Slovak Irish.
You're Slovak Irish.
Oh, Jay Barker, look out. Is that a live football? It's recovered by Vegas. Angel Rubio got there to jump on it. There's a flag on the play.
Come on.
Let's see if Birmingham catches a break here with the penalty.
Forward pass, incomplete. No, it's a 10-yard penalty, at least a 10-yard penalty. Where's the previous spot? Yes.
Previous spot's a
40.
40.
And Jerry DiNardo has watched this thing absolutely collapse within the last 5 to 6 minutes.
Catching a brownie. Number 7.
Birmingham better be careful. This could turn into a feeding frenzy.
If Vegas scores again, Brandon Sanders might be able to get back in the game tonight.
He may have lost his job permanently the way things have gone for Las Vegas so far.
B. Macus has seen very limited action tonight. Little swing pass and it's incomplete. Looking for Joe Douglas.
Chain, man, I know him. Back to salt. Back to salt.
We got to let this dog out, man. He's going to hurt somebody.
He wants to get back to Los Angeles.
Get it up.
This
Get
week,
it up.
hang out with the rap group that he manages, the Relatives.
I don't want him to hear. Get it up. Get it up. I don't want him to hear. Get it up. I don't want him to hear nothing. I don't want him to hear he can't think. Get it up. I don't even want him to think.
Well, let's see if Jay Barker can hear or think.
Just
flag
gets
on the
it
play
off.
again. Look out.
Oh, heads up. Absolutely destroyed from the backside. Antonio Edwards. There's one for the defensive end. Third sack of the game for Vegas. We'll see if it holds up with the flag.
Pick out a number. Illegal formation on the offense. We had 3 players moving. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
How could everything go so wrong for these guys? And Jay now really starting to feel the pressure. His offensive line not helping him at all.
Barker handled that great defensive front of the Outlaws well in the first half. It's been a different story since halftime. Jamel Williams returning to punt. Finally taken down. An 11-yard return after a 48-yard punt.
Jay Barker, the wheels have come off. How can you right this ship now?
They haven't come off. We're still fighting. Got a long way to go. This game's not over yet. Great defense over there, but we're going to keep fighting.
Clement working with confidence now. That one's incomplete. Thrown behind Yo Murphy, the kind of pass that Jim Criner has told us all season long has really had him scratching his head.
You know, it's interesting about the quarterback position for Las Vegas. Criner's first choice was a guy named Chuck Clements, who was a gunslinger out of the University of Houston. He got hurt before the season even started. Otherwise, he probably would have been the Las Vegas Outlaw quarterback this year.
It is Clements in favor of Clements and of Ben Snell. Across the 40 to the 42-yard line before Dwayne Butler can make the tackle. You know, we told you when we went on the air tonight of Jim Criner's strategy.
Here we go.
Resting the injured Rod Smart. Resting his defensive leader, Brandon Sanders, who they said was hurt. Certainly possible, but also possible that he was making a statement, resting his defensive leader to try and shake off some perceived complacency. That certainly worked tonight so far. Tipped at the line of scrimmage.
No disrespecting Birmingham, but maybe a chance to steal a win here by resting their stars and then get ready for the final 3 games of the season.
Yo.
Just like they did. They win 2 games from here on in. They're in the playoffs. And 3 of those games, the remaining 3 games at home.
Coming off a rough road trip rather, in which they lost 2 of 3. But the payoff is at the end of the schedule, as you mentioned, 3 of their last 4 here at Sam Boyd.
And let's remember what happened the last time Vegas punted. They got the ball right back again.
A big kick this time by Paul McCallum. Fred Williams has to field it at his own 2-yard line. Starts in the end zone and is tackled at the goal line.
Jason Kaiser, going where I love special teams play.
Why does everybody gotta treat me like a Kaiser? Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
You know what else I love too? I love the rules where you gotta field the ball.
With one hand, Jason Kaiser with Culver Stockton.
Well, there's no question, Jesse, that would have been a punt in which the fair catch was called immediately.
Oh, absolutely.
Is there any worse situation that Jay Barker could be in? Down by 13, a hungry defense, and on your own 1-inch line.
Look at it, he's throwing though. I give him credit for that.
Dumps it out to Ed Smith, the tight end. He misses one tackler and is taken down to the 15-yard line.
That was a gutsy call right there, putting the ball in the air.
A first down for Birmingham. They're not dead yet. An entire quarter of football left in Vegas tonight. A good one. The home team on top.
This is the XFL on NBC.
25-12, Las Vegas on top as we start play here in the 4th quarter. This is a big night here in Vegas as well because almost like a Knights of the Algonquin Round Table. The exchange program of sorts between cheerleaders. The Birmingham girls are here. Jay Barker running for his life. Gets it, leading.
What a beautiful catch by
triple coverage. Kaipo McGuire, his 3rd reception of the night.
I could have sworn that was quadruple coverage. Corey Blackwell was there. Chris Bain was there.
His concentration's remarkable here. Look at this. He's triple covered right here. He knows he's going to get creamed. Holds on to the football. Great concentration on that.
Kaipo McGuire sandwich.
Give me a bite of that sandwich.
Green 18, but it.
Dumps it off. It's complete to Quincy Jackson. Jackson tackled at the 30.
2 of the biggest hits tonight delivered by that man, number 44, linebacker Mike Crawford.
Slant strong or toss, or possibly run Sally boot.
I would say
pop him out in the flat. You know, the boot has been good.
Green 18, but it.
Trying to get it to the 39-yard line for a first down. Batted down at the line of scrimmage. Big time Martin got one of those mitts up there. Now courtesy of Bud Light, more action between Memphis and New York. Here's how they called it.
Wally rolling left, looking to throw the end zone. Oh, all right. Touchdown, New York. Zola Davis, a big touchdown for the New York Hitmen.
Wally World at the Meadowlands tonight, and that brings New York a little closer. They trail Memphis by 5 in the fourth quarter. Jay Barker back to pass, a floater, and thrown over the head of Steph Fred Williams.
Jim Criner, his team with a chance to, like you mentioned, Matt, control their own destiny. Next week, a little chance for some payback. Los Angeles beat them here in week 3. They go to the Coliseum next week.
Los Angeles is in action tomorrow. They take on undefeated Orlando. We get a little more clarification on who holds the catbird seat for the playoff picture again after this weekend. Only 3 weeks of regular season play. And Jamel Williams climbs it up.
Birmingham needed. There's a break for Birmingham.
This game ain't over yet. Plenty of football left, as Jay Barker told us earlier. And that gives the Bolts great field position with 12:58 left to play.
That was just a plain old-fashioned good stick.
That's called sticking your hat on the football. You put your helmet on the football, you can pop it loose.
The ball will go back to Las Vegas and where it was received. First down, Las Vegas.
What was that call?
Illegal man downfield.
Oh, man.
We don't know who the call was on. It was Dwayne Butler that made the hit on Williams.
He goes downfield.
The emotional roller coaster of Jerry DiNardo. Las Vegas Outlaws on top of the Birmingham Bolts tonight, 25-12. And when we check the remaining schedule for the Outlaws, next weekend they're at Los Angeles in the Coliseum, and then they finish the regular season with 2 at home against San Francisco and Memphis. A favorable schedule for the Outlaws.
Yeah, but that's a brutal schedule because all 3 against their Western Conference competitors.
A chance, however, for them to seal their own fate. At least they'll have head-to-head competition. There won't be much scoreboard watching as Clement airs it out. It's complete out to Mike Furry.
Top 2 teams in each conference play each other in the first round of the playoffs.
That's right. The second-place team in the West plays the first-place team in the East. The second-place team in the East plays, of course, the first-place team in the West.
Solo right. Keep flying.
Birmingham started play tonight at 2-4, and in a 2-way tie for second place in a playoff spot in the East. They have a difficult road to hoe, if only by virtue of having to play still undefeated Orlando on the 31st. Clement in trouble, and he goes down.
But you know what? If New York loses tonight, it's quite possible that a 3 wins would get them in. And Chicago is still alive.
The good news for Birmingham is that they do own a tiebreaker with a win over New York.
You know what else is going to be strange? That second-place team in the East could have a losing record and make the playoffs.
That would make it just like about every playoff system in professional sports these days.
You bet.
385 Jack.
Tried to hard count in there.
Clement dumps it off to Ben Snell. Hit hard at the 39-yard line. Chris Schelling and Eric Sloan have been hurting a lot of people tonight.
Guys, is it just me, or has this been one of the hardest hitting contests we've had all year? A lot of smacking.
No, I'd agree. Those defensive backfield guys in Birmingham's white uniforms have been really laying some people out.
99 straight blitz. 99 Bolts, straight blitz, Oscar.
Straight blitz. That means they're coming with everything but the sink.
And that may be coming too.
Here they come. Yeah, and Ryan Clement can't get out the way.
So you know how I knew that call, Mike?
I think they said blitz.
No, I played defense. So you played offense, so you know those offensive plays. I know the defensive.
I thought you were a swimmer.
Well, I defensive end when I played football. Swam in the winter.
And the defensive ends used the swim technique to
That's
get
right.
I hate to break up this aquatics lesson, guys. James Willis and Deion Fox there for it. On 4th and 17, Paul McCallum to punt, a bad snap. He hangs it up, however, and gets it away. Steph Fred Williams has returned one already. He just a rough night tonight.
Stepford didn't want any piece of that. He went right to the ground.
Minus a yard on the return.
After what's happened to him tonight, I'd say that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a long day, baby.
Woo! Pop these peas, baby. Hey, Doe, he's looking this way, Doe.
Hey, are you Irish? Murphy?
Black Irish. Woo! It's fun. I love it.
Lonnie's Samoan Irish, I think.
That pass is complete to Quincy Jackson.
Remember what Jay Barker said to Chris Raggy?
No.
It's not over yet.
Hey, there's plenty of time. 9 minutes to go. If they could score a touchdown, they're back within one score from winning this thing. Or tying it up.
2nd and 2.
Set. 316.
But the Vegas defense will have something to say about that too, though.
316.
Quincy Jackson, the man in motion. Barker's got a receiver. Kaipo McGuire, his 4th reception of the night, taken out of bounds at the 48, and a flag, a late hit.
What is that flag for?
Flag's on Rogan for picking up the ball on the sidelines.
Giving him the business.
Face mask.
Fred will show it to you. Let's see where the face mask infraction is called. Somewhere in that pile.
One of 3 guys, Tuipala or Jamel Williams, number 28.
That's not going to make Jim Criner at Vegas very happy, giving up an easy 15 like that and getting Birmingham new life. They're driving now.
If there's a downside to having an aggressive defense, sometimes they do too much of that.
Statue of Liberty on one.
Oh, this ought to be good. The old Statue of Liberty play.
Hey, they got the big lead too. Brandon Sanders is back in.
Green 18.
There it is.
Oh, and Bostic can't make anything of it because they were all up in the backfield. Messrs. Simpson and Kinney.
They turned back the pages of football history, and they had to throw that one out forever. The Statue of Liberty play. Look at this thing.
No.
Get that weak stuff out of here.
Pop Warner's been dead for years.
A nice idea, but when both defensive ends are standing there as you hand it off, not too good. Somebody's got to block.
2nd and 20 now as it backs him up 10 yards. Look out, Jay Barker goes down again. That front 4 starting to get to him. Jermaine Smith, who rotated in on this series, makes his first tackle of the night.
Jesse, you get the feeling when these guys have a first down registered against them, they take it personally?
I think so, and Birmingham right now needs another face mask call just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All the way back to 3rd and 27. Let's open up that coach to quarterback line and try to listen to see what the face mask is.
Arizona stay in the Knights.
Nice. 3rd and Henderson, Nevada. That's not going to get it done. Complete to Ed Smith, but there's Brandon Sanders. They unchained him. He going to get his swerve on tonight.
Brandon got a chance to get his uniform dirty. Look at how excited he is.
Nothing like fresh legs, too, huh?
Hey, brother, hey! Oh, let me in there!
Something tells me Brandon Sanders is going to be good and fresh for the last 3 games of the regular season. Brad Palazzo's punt. Kevin Scott lines up under it. Scott up the middle, still on his feet.
Nobody's going to catch him.
He burns the punter.
Oh, he got him.
What a beat too soon. Brad Palazzo. I called it that he had burned the punter, and the kicker gets his.
He actually had closing speed on this guy. He ran him down from behind.
Wow.
I've never seen that before. A punter running down a kick returner. Watch this. This is outstanding.
Watley runs him down.
Look at that speed.
You go, punter. Go, trick boy. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. You can run a little.
Running so I went back there. Yeah, remember? I said you can take me on this one.
Kevin Scott, this guy just had a 60-yard punt return, but he had his hands in his face. Why? He got caught by a kicker. He just said, "My daddy ain't going to talk to me no more."
That's the first time in all the football I've ever watched where I've seen the punter catch the returner from behind.
Little flip back to Ben Snell. Guy who wears Toro on his jersey. Good for 3 yards.
Kevin, you saw the end zone. You were headed for the score, and suddenly you were caught from behind by the punter.
Yeah. That punter ran a 4.3. And I only run like a 5 flat, so, but the guys up front did a great job blocking, and, I was just lucky to get as far as I got.
Sometimes those punters can have deceptive speed.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that dude runs a 4.3. I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth.
Another hand back to Ben Snell, banging forward back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, what about it, Brad Palazzo?
Hey, let's go down and talk to that speed man, the punter.
Deceptive speed. What do you run the 40 in? About 4 flat?
I don't know. I haven't ran the 40 in a long time.
You just made his life miserable by tracking him down. That was great closing speed out there.
Yeah, our punt team, we've just been put in some compromising situations tonight, and it's been a long one.
But you made a nice play.
Something tells me he'd rather give up that tackle for the deficit right. Yeah, exactly. Not happy with his game.
You know what else? Vegas is probably not going to give him his bonus just because of that. You're going to have to turn his in.
That's right. Oh, I guarantee you this team has a kangaroo court.
Field goal.
Kicking unit's going to come on. They're going to try the field goal. Will the Outlaws. The kangaroo court you speak of course, that informal group that gets together weekly, daily, whatever it may be, and they fine each other for infractions against the team's society.
Yes, Kevin will be fined for impersonating a punt return man.
This will be a 33-yard attempt for Paul McCallum. He has the XFL's longest this year at 51 yards, and that one was no problem at all.
McCallum, probably the best two-way kicker in this league, punter and field goal kicker.
Yeah, but he don't have that blazing speed.
You're right.
Tired too. What's field time? What's up, Mom?
He should have fixed
What's up, Dad?
He should have.
I ran out of gas.
He catch me.
Ready?
We've had some great, exciting scoring plays tonight. None more exciting than Ricky Brady lowering that shoulder on a cornerback. Man alive, I see that and my head hurts.
He cocked that thing up from the Caesar's Palace, I think.
Kick taken by Eric Sloan, run out of bounds at the 35. Courtesy of Bud Light, a scoring update from the Meadowlands. Are in the fourth quarter, and the Maniacs still lead the Hitmen by 5.
Remember your F on blitz.
Just minutes left in that one.
93X under on one.
Yeah, but all them scoring highlights don't match up to that punter catching the kick returner. That's the highlight of the season.
Sort of like the XFL equivalent of getting posterized.
Jay Barker's got to run, tripped up from behind. Jermaine Smith rotating in once again, making his second big play of the half. Coming up tonight on NBC, she won the MTV Movie Award as the Breakthrough Performer of the Year. Now the beautiful Julia Stiles makes her Saturday Night Live debut, plus musical guest veteran rockers Aerosmith.
Cover, Jermaine, cover. You got it? Yeah. Set. Green 18. No, off. Green 18. Ready? Turn right there.
Palazzo rather Barker dumps it off to Quincy Jackson, complete.
By and large, Jay Barker's done a nice job tonight in a very, very tough situation. Virtually no playing time tonight, facing the toughest defense in the XFL.
Straight left, 93 options. 0-1.
Sacked 5 times and forget it. Added all those hurries and knockdowns.
Look at Ryan Clement. He looks like he just walked out of a De Palma film. Bloodied up, but he is the winning quarterback of the moment. That one knocked down at the line of scrimmage by Ty Parton.
Well, we got 4th down, but they might as well go for it at this point.
Hey, what's up, the Tavern in Barracuda? Hope you guys are watching.
All right, no plugs. No plugs. They're trying to get those free beers when he gets home.
93 options, 0-1, right?
At least he didn't have a candy bar in his hand.
Set! 318!
They must convert on 4th down for Birmingham. Barker buys some time. He finds Ed Smith. Complete. They mark it out of bounds at the 47 as Hurley Tarver was there to push him out. Ed Smith's mom is from Birmingham, no doubt watching tonight. The former minor league baseball player. Also played minor league baseball in Birmingham with the Birmingham Barons.
And what a load to bring down. 6'4", 260 pounds of him.
2-minute warning in Las Vegas. You're watching the XFL on NBC. Those XFL fans work their day jobs as pirates at the Treasure Island display here on the Strip in Las Vegas.
Aye, lassie.
I wonder if that hurts to get your tongue pierced.
You're looking at a guy that would not know, my friend.
I used to wear 6 earrings.
Did you really?
Yeah, 3 on each side.
318!
You didn't watch Larry King last week?
Shot of tequila and a big needle's all it takes, man.
Barker wrapped up by Carl Simpson.
Ryan, before the game, there was tension on this team. There seemed to be a bit of dissension on this team. But does winning cure all?
Winning is definitely a cure-all. We came out today, we played good on both sides of the ball. We got a victory. The O-line played great, the D played great. Everybody played well enough to win. I think it's going to be a happy locker room.
The O-line played great. The D-line has played even better as Vegas has added 6 more sacks to their league-leading total tonight, guys.
6 sacks, 10 knockdowns, 18 hurries. We haven't even counted the tip balls.
Got their hand up on that ball. And most importantly, a kick returner caught by a punter. That's the stat. That's the stat of stats.
My beautiful wife, Shanti and Amon. Hey, peace.
First down for Birmingham as we're inside at 2 minutes now.
Oh, that'd be a 81X. On set. 81, yeah, read left. Set.
Arthur out of the shotgun trying for some last minute. Chris Bain off to the races. Can he beat the quarterback?
Yes, he did.
Touchdown, Vegas. The line on this game was 7 points. The Outlaws have absolutely blown it wide open in the waning minutes.
Here you see Bates stepping in front. Perfect timing, tips the ball right to himself, and nothing but end zone. You got to love that, don't you, Mike, when you get in a position like that?
Safety on a tight end and looking at the quarterback's eyes all the way.
He's lucky the punter wasn't out there.
Maybe he ought to put Palazzo in on defense next series.
To build on the stat, Jesse, you gave us earlier.
No, Raider.
3 of the 6 touchdowns tonight from the defensive guys.
Yep. Defense came to play offense tonight.
And again, courtesy of Bud Light in New York. Minutes left in New York, and Memphis hanging on by 5. They're approaching the 2-minute warning at the Meadowlands. Been a happy St. Patrick's Day here in the desert. honor to bring you Julia Stiles with Saturday Night Live on time tonight. We're going to leave you here in Vegas in moments. With this one well in hand for the Outlaws, and Las Vegas looking confidently towards a 4-3 record.
Are you sure?
That's what they're telling me right now, Jesse.
They're telling you in the booth that, right?
Are you positive? Do what you're told. We don't want Saturday Night Live to be delayed. That's not good news. James Willis, their leading tackler, is gasping for breath. Been a great night of football here, as the Las Vegas Outlaws are well on their way to 4-3 and a good catbird seat in the Western Division.
And what a big game that's going to be tomorrow. Orlando and Los Angeles.
Hey, the thing we don't want to do is to give the ball to them at midfield, you know, where now they got a chance to go down and score in our defense. Follow the XFL with all access pass on television.
For Chris Mack, Fred Rogan, Mike Adamley, and Jesse Ventura, this is Matt Vasgersian thanking you for tuning us in tonight. The XFL on NBC continues with more action next week. The NBA returns tomorrow. The Lakers in Orlando. Stay with us tonight for Saturday Night Live. Thanks for tuning us in tonight from Vegas. Outlaws in a big win. We'll see you next week.